So here we are. Step number one is we got to take these rubber feet off, and we're going to put these guys in the corners and make sure they're fine. Now again, you can use T-nuts on the bottom of this if you really wanted to. If I wanted to go more commercial-like, probably do that. But again, I don't want to be rolling these outdoors like this, so it already has proper secure fasteners on the back. So we'll just say that we're happy with that. We're going to be very careful screwing these in because we, of course, do not want to strip these in any way, shape, or form. So now these guys happen to have little pockets where they fall in, which is kind of cool because it stops them from getting knocked off easily. See, they routed out a small little pocket for these pucks. That's pretty awesome. So here, let's figure out how we're going to do this. We're going to go right over that because I want it to go there, but it's not going to work. So we'll just cover the actual hole just like that. Make sure the wheel is where we want. We need this to clear on both sides to make it easy to actually step on it and clear it, and that's going to do the job. So that's perfect. We basically, if we tip this over, we've gone center right on top of the big hole at the bottom. We're going to pilot hole drill this out, and we're going to start screwing these in. Now, I'm setting this up as if I was going to set it up in a church or a hall where they're going to stay permanent. Maybe this is just a restaurant or bar where they wheel the equipment in and take the equipment out when they're done. This is to stay indoors. This wheel setup that I'm doing right now. Okay, so this box happens to be made out of MDF. I don't give a shit that it's not made out of plywood. It's not what I'm here to talk about. But it's not made out of particle board, which is shit. If you see any subwoofer made out of particle board, return it, throw it in the garbage, do whatever you got to do, but you don't want to keep that. It's just going to fall apart. It's particle board. It's made from scrap sawdust, like just a little thing. MDF is made from a fine powdery version of the whole thing, compressed, turned into a solid mass, which is why it weighs so much. It's very dense. That being said, we're putting the casters on the bottom because I don't want to be rolling this back and forth. I am going to put the rubber feet on the back side because if I ever do transport it, I want to lay it down on its back side. This is one of those types of subs that doesn't have a cover on the grill, of course, so when you lay it on its back, if that's where you put the casters, you can't stack anything on it or roll it around. If I'm inside a school where you got to go down a lot of hallways, or in a hall where you got to roll around, get in some freight elevators, move up and down, hotels, that sort of thing. This way you can add a couple of bags on top of this. You can add some equipment on top if the wheels are on the bottom. But remember, those wheels will never see outside. They'll never be rolled on concrete or pavement or any rough textured surface like that. I do not want to shake or vibrate the drivers on the front of it, rolling it outside. Normally, just like they also have the wheels set up in the back, because it's smart. If you have the wheels set up in the back, when you roll it onto its bottom, the back side, and you're pushing it around, the driver's on top, pushing down into the actual box. So gravity's on your side. It's not going to break loose, fall apart, get tension, get thrown out of alignment, and none of that's going to happen because the driver's facing down, which is perfect because subwoofers are heavy and they'll make a lot of rattly sounds as you roll them down the road. So putting them on the back for that purpose is a good idea. Maybe if you're a rich guy, you put them on the back and you put them on the bottom. So this way you roll them the way you want to roll them where you are, right? I think that would be the ultimate goal. And you need to always have lockdown casters. Casters are going to lock down two ways. They're going to stop the wheel from turning, but they're also going to lock all the bearings into one position. So this way they're not going to rattle or shake or anything. I don't want loose casters. It's no good. And just because the casters are on the bottom doesn't take away from the sound of the speaker. Once you lock the casters in, it's as if it was on rubber feet anyways. It's just off the ground, which is actually a good thing, I would assume. So I'm taking the actual feet and screwing them properly on the backside without damaging anything back here. No extra holes, just screwing them back in. Just like that. And again, like I said, these casters are screwed on this way because this is going to stay indoors. It's not planning on going outdoors like this. I have a different dolly to put this on if I need to transport it outside and roll it around a lot. All right, look at that. There we go. Now it rolls around like a butter. Sorry, let's get the last 2 feet on the back, rubber feet. And again, that's really good for transport because I can roll them into a truck, let's say, put them on their backside, and I'm fine. This is going to keep them from getting damaged back here. So even if you're going to keep regular feet at the bottom, why not put some extra rubber feet on the back like that? That's just so smart. And look at that, no extra holes. The holes are ready to go. Now your subwoofer is good to roll around and safe to transport because you got rubber feet on the back of it. Awesome. Now that is how you put feet. Now again, wheels on the back if you plan on rolling it outdoors a lot. If you got a lot of like outdoor stuff you need to roll it around and through the backside, you can even get yourself 4-inch casts at that point. But then you can't load it down with stuff on top. On the bottom, no problem. Never transport it like this. Always transport it on its back if it's in a truck or a van or whatever your vehicle is. And there you go. Casters on subwoofers.